and I shoot myself off into space. 6:19, and I go in. It was a hassle to get here, heavy rain. I get to the door, I'm carrying so much stuff. Before I get here, I am making my way to Tesco's to get supplies, and I hear snippets, people's conversations, people in the street, normal stuff, and I feel completely disconnected, knowing what I'm about to do. I am completely alone already. I have no shared experience of this. At this moment, I'm probably the only person on this planet who has decided to spend 48 hours in someone else's toilet. This now feels strange to me. When I walk in the house, there are maybe 6 or 7 people here. They are sat round the kitchen table, I know them all. I catch Tilly's eye, but she respectfully ignores me. Tom looks at me. I enter the room and lock the door. The conversation carries on as if I'm not here. I am leaning against the door, lying on the floor. There are hot pipes running under the floor. I may cook in here. The enjoyment my friends are having in the kitchen, observed from this disconnected state, becomes a cacophony. I have spent a lot of time with these people, and this is hard. They are their usual funny selves, telling stories, having fun, but at the moment I so desire nothing more than silence. I am 2 hours in. Everything is sharper focused, my hearing, my sight. I have had a long day. I've eaten food. The only really comfortable position is lying on the floor. This room is smaller than I thought. Sleep. I dream, but I don't remember what. I've been in here now for 11 hours. This is not difficult for me. In fact, I now think I don't have enough time to do all the things I want to do. This room wasn't here. It was part of what is now the kitchen. There is a partition wall. The oldest untouched part of this room is the frieze on the ceiling. The frieze carries on through the wall. There is movement on the ceiling. There is life in here with me. I find it hard to be dramatic about this experience because there is no drama. Humans adapt beautifully. It's what they do. They make sense of the space they are in very quickly. We are a resilient species, and I believe anyone could do this. How much time do we waste doing the mundane? Years of our lives. 48 hours is nothing. The sound of the fan that goes on when the light is turned on isn't that bad. I feel safe. Isn't that all we want? However we get it. It doesn't matter, we just want to feel safe. Everything else is just luxury. If my mum feels safe, then that is the best we can do. I think that I have a memory of this feeling of safety from when I was very small. It is before anxiety and after anxiety. Safe. Small spaces are safe spaces. 7:01 a.m. Saturday. I hear birdsong. This is a delight. I now know that it's getting light outside, and as the light increases, so does the birdsong. I take some photographs. I know it sounds stupid, but it is an effort to move about in this space. I can hear someone upstairs. The toilet flushes, the plumbing roars and groans. I need to tidy my camp. An 8 a.m. chime rings over Norwich. I've been here for 14 hours. There are movements in the kitchen. Someone is making tea. I think it is Tilly. 8:15 a.m. Plates are singing as they're being stacked. Noisy tidying. I feel a bit dehydrated. I have some iced tea. This becomes a big event. I need to move about. I need exercise. Massive déjà vu, like I've dreamt about this. I eat nuts. I stop chewing when someone comes downstairs. I'm decidedly uncomfortable. My back aches. I should move about. The postman delivers. I try to experience the darkness but fall asleep. I wake up at 11:26 a.m. There are little lights on the ceiling, flashing, undulating. I think it's my eyes playing tricks. Then I realise that I am inside a camera obscura. And the flashing must be the leaves on the trees over the road, passing through the glass above the front door. I dreamt about a crit, Julia asked me a question that she knows I can't answer, and all I can think as I stumble through an improvised, cobbled-together nonsense answer is, why are you asking me this? In this dream, I hear that Snake's dream is why the Beatles broke up. I also dream that I have left the room to go into the dream and have to return. I keep missing things. Someone comes back to the house. Tilly makes toast. I start thinking about the room and it starts to shift. The wall with the toilet where my feet are turns into the floor. It makes more sense. My brain in this recumbent position has begun to tell me that it's the floor. So it must be. Helena comes back and chats in the kitchen. She lets out noises of delight. I'm still not mentioned. 12:37 p.m. Saturday. Other people in the house are a distraction. I think that when there are people here, I try to be quiet, and that causes me great stress. When I'm really on my own, I phase out and I think creatively. When there are people here, I am on the outside. Tilly and Helena have just spent an hour and a half trying to decide what to make from a recipe book. They started with wanting to make cupcakes, went all round the houses, toing and froing, and end up making cupcakes. I like the idea of doing something that I will never do again. The doorbell rings. There is a woman and a man and a child, a girl, I think. Tilly knows them. I don't understand her connection. At first I think they are her parents, but it's all too casual. They are persuaded to come in and have cupcakes before they go shopping. 3:55 p.m. Saturday. I'm interested in the 2 days of daylight lost to me. I am cruising at 1040 miles an hour. I am time travelling, going into the future. The only catch to this time machine is it takes 48 hours to move ahead. 48 hours. 7:41 p.m. Saturday. It is getting hard now. I feel like I'm in here because I said I would. I feel like I've done what I set out to do, but I said 48 hours. I've done 26 hours. I feel now like I'm really dead. I'm nowhere. I've become a ghost of myself. I really don't want to be in here now. Have I done what I set out to do? I'm using sleep as a method of escape. Using sleep to speed up time. 31 hours in this room. Room to live. Space to live. I can no longer get comfortable. It's impossible. I'm losing track of what this is for. 1:18 a.m. Sunday. I am a cave dweller. I have discovered safety. Up high and warm, dry and safe. There is history to this. Seeking safety from a small space, I start thinking about Morrison shelters from the Second World War. There are people in Syria and Afghanistan and Palestine who are seeking shelter in small, safe spaces. It's raining. I can hear it. 7:15 a.m. Sunday. I am already planning my landing, but I still have 11 hours to go. I can't say that I've been bored during this. I feel like I've had too much to do. I have just been collecting flotsam and jetsam off the beach. I can hear those birds. The first light birds again. Surely they're late. 7:23. I could have done this without a watch. The clock in Norwich chimes from 8 in the morning till at least 8 at night. And the birds give me a time check. This place feels normal to me now. It only takes about 2 days to settle in anyway. Your routine is set. Again, I say we are naturally adaptable. That is our nature. Our brains will make normal most situations. After a while, our brains turn around upside down images of the world. We normalise. We are nomads. For thousands and thousands of years, we've been wandering. It becomes our home after a couple of days, and then we move on. Christ, we even did it on the moon. 9:50 a.m. Sunday. I feel intolerant, fractious and snappy. 40 hours done. 10:37 a.m. Sunday. So I can't really be bothered with what's going on out there. It holds no fascination to me whatsoever. I have completely internalised. This space is more important to me than what is out there. 11:01 a.m. Saturday. I should have done 50 hours. I am pleased to have had this lost weekend, whatever the outcome. I haven't been bored. I quite enjoy my own company. The analogy with my mum's condition works well. I think that if you miss out too much of what is going on around you, either through misunderstanding or confusion, as my mum experiences with her Alzheimer's, then you tend to go into your own thoughts. It's easier. I think this is what she does. Her lucid thoughts are interrupted by us asking stupid questions, like, do you know who I am? Of course she does, and she's probably thinking about me right now. It's just that it's me from 30 or 40 years ago. I have no doubt that my mum's thoughts are rich and lucid and valuable, just in a slightly different form, in a different format. She's Betamax, and we've all gone digital. It's really our problem, that we think she is confused by us right now. 4 p.m. Sunday. 2 hours, 19 minutes until I land. 4:18 p.m. Sunday. I chain myself to a radiator in a Beirut basement. I climb into the mind of my mum, but I'm in control. I can climb out of both at any time I choose, but I'm someone who does what he says, so stick it out. 2 hours to go. How did you spend your 48 hours? 1 hour, 19 minutes to go. 5 p.m. Sunday. I've got it. I make a blue plaque to go on the front of the house commemorating this piece of performance art. 48-hour long-haul flight happened here by the artist Adam T. Burton, 19th the 10th, 2012, till the 21st of the 10th, 2012. The plaque is a memory, a reminder, an elaborate post-it note, a bronze post-it note. This is about an entrance and an exit. 18:05 p.m. Sunday. 40 minutes to go. I leave the bathroom in the exact state I find it in. When I leave, if I see anyone, I will just ignore them. I am ready for the landing. I stand looking at my watch and it counts down to 19 minutes past 6. I unlock the door, walk down the corridor that leads to the front door. I unlock the front door. I see the outside for the first time in 48 hours. I see my wife's car pass the door as I open it. She pulls over. I open the boot. I put my things in, climb into the front seat and we drive off. The timing was perfect. My heart is beating fast and the streets are full of traffic. I am elated, stimulated by the movement, the space, the air, the cigarette. This feels like a getaway from a robbery.